What's up, Virgo? How you doing, dude? It's time for your bonus reading for the month of August 2022. So, for those of you who don't really know much about me, when I do bonus readings, what I am looking for is missed details. Details that I missed or just totally left out of the main monthly reading. If you would like to find the information on how to schedule a personal reading, please look in the description box of this video. That's where you will find everything you need to know. All right, remember, that's the only way to schedule a personal reading with me. Okay? The scammers love impersonating me. Okay? So there is only one way to get a reading from me. Okay, and if you try to go about getting a reading any way other than what's in the description of the video, you're not going to get a reading from me because that's not me. Okay. All right, let's hop into this. We're going to look here. I'm opening this up with potential for reconciliation with a past person. Okay. Let's just see. Is there even potential for Virgo and the past person to reconcile? Is there potential? How's the energy look? How does the energy look? 4 cups. Who's this? Who's that? Hang on. I'm not going to speak on that yet. That's usually my silent treatment card, but that doesn't really feel like the silent treatment. That honestly kind of feels like somebody is, I almost want to say intimidated, but like somebody doesn't even feel like they're good enough, is what that feels like to me immediately. Hang on, let's just see. Oh, 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, there's many different ways that could be translated, but specifically to the Virgos who are very blessed in the bank. For those of you who are wondering whether or not this person was using you for your money, yeah, they sure was. Now, I know that's not everybody, okay? But I know there's at least one Virgo with a big, fat, beautiful bank account who's sitting around thinking, man, I wonder if they was just using me for my money. Either way, though, whether you have a big, lovely bank account or not, doesn't really matter. That's still like superficial. Still like a superficial connection, I've seen 9 of Pentacles reversed relationships. They're held together because one person has a car and the other one doesn't, like it could be, anything materialistic and surface level. I don't know, man. With this Devil card and this Judgment, this almost kind of looks to me like I'm not downplaying the importance of this connection. This connection played a very important role in your life, but it's a done dollar. I think the two of you separated when you were supposed to. I feel like you did complete your cycle like you were supposed to. And yeah, more than likely, if you did attempt a reconciliation with this person, very, very likely that it would end up in a repeated cycle. Okay? Very, very likely it would end up in a repeated cycle. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. I also have Aquarius. 8 of Wands reversed. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Yeah, this would more than likely end up in a repeated cycle if you did attempt a reconciliation. It more than likely would. I hate to say it. Let's just go ahead and see if we can dig this up a little deeper. Let's see how this person feels about this. Let's see how this person feels about this. Got my Spanish Rider Waite here. I forgot about this deck. I was taking some decks out of town yesterday. We went up to Utah for the night. And I was like, oh, I forgot about my Spanish Rider Waite. All right, let's see. Ooh, the Queen of Swords. So this person's doing everything that they can to try to detach from this. I feel like they're making a very strong, concerted effort to try to detach themselves from this situation. Magician reversed. Okay. The Fool card. All right. See. So I think this person has been like, this feels to me like something that this person has been trying to plan a way to try to figure out how to manipulate this situation to work out in their favor. But I think they're coming to reality and they're starting to face the fact that it's just not going to happen. I think they're starting to face the fact that it's just really not going to happen. They were holding on to hope for a while. Did this person like really manipulate the hell out of you? Did they? That may not be for everybody, but I'm feeling like for a select few of you, this person had you figured out, didn't they? I feel like they had you figured out, and then you figured them out. And then their little manipulation tactics stopped working. Huh? I'm not trying to get too specific here, but this spread right here screams they've manipulated you before and they were going to try to do it again. But I think they're really starting to come to reality. They're really starting to come to reality and come to their senses that it's more than likely not going to happen. So that's why they're trying their best to detach from this. And if they have to try, that probably means they haven't successfully detached themselves yet. Let's see if they're going to take any kind of actions, though. Is this person taking any kind of actions towards Virgo? Two of Pentacles reversed. Ace of Wands. No, honestly, yeah, it really looks to me like they're finally coming to reality. They are finally coming to the reality that it's not going to happen. So I feel like they are just trying to start new and start fresh and trying to connect with somebody new. They're either already with somebody new or they got their eye on somebody. And guess what else? There it is again. There it is again. Again, back to those of you who were used for your money. I think they're looking for somebody else who has money. Okay. Again, that's not for everybody. This is only for the Virgos. That little part is only for the Virgos that have money. But yeah, no, it looks to me like they finally come to reality. Finally come to reality and realize it didn't happen. So they're trying everything that they can to start new and start fresh with somebody new, I think. It could be a Taurus for some of you. Also have Aries. Like I said, they have low self-confidence, low self-esteem. Okay. Let's get some advice here. Let's get some advice from my Virgo friends. What is the best advice? Advice, 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 advice. Hang on, it's not ready yet. Not ready yet, y'all. Hold up. Ooh, step outside of your comfort zone. I don't know what that means yet. But whenever I get, okay, so this is the Hermit. This is the Virgo card. Okay, so if I'm asking for advice and your card comes out in the reverse, that means step outside of your comfort zone. I have a feeling some of you may have a certain type of person that you gravitate towards. There may be a specific something that you're looking for in a person. And every person that comes into your life, the same thing keeps happening or it keeps failing. Step outside of your comfort zone, okay? See, there are two types of manifestations, okay? A type and B type. A type manifestations are like repeats of past experiences, like a new car or a new job making the same amount of money or a new apartment, something like that. Even before you've ever experienced this, you can find somebody who has, and you can plan every step that it takes to make it happen. A B-type manifestation, though, is unlike anything you've ever experienced before. Like a actual successful relationship with your actual life partner. That is going to be something unlike any relationship you have ever experienced before. We cannot use A-type strategies to bring about B-type manifestations. You will not be able to find your person. If you could, you would have found them a long time ago. Allow the universe to bring them to you. Okay? Think about that. Think about that. Some of y'all need to slow it down just a little bit and take a break. Do not be afraid of spending some alone time. Okay? I did not say go be alone. I said do not be afraid of spending some time alone. Okay? It's a state of being. It's a vibrational state. Because I know I can hear one of you in the comments saying, well, I've been by myself for 2 years. Okay, well, if you've been miserable that whole 2 years, that's a problem. That's an issue. I'm trying to explain this in a way that's very clear and easy to understand. I'm not saying go be alone. I'm saying that if you're alone, learn to love it. Is this making sense? Is this making sense? It doesn't matter if you're alone or not. Learn to not fear being alone. Learn to find your power in your alone time. Okay? This right here, it may sound kind of counterintuitive and paradoxical, but this right here, which we have been so programmed away from that vibration, but when we really learn to harness that, you start to realize that that is the foundation that builds an actual successful connection. Mm-hmm. Man, my phone is just lighting up like a Christmas tree. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Now we are going to look at singles. Single Virgos and your love interest. If you do not have a specific love interest, I don't know what to tell you. That's the intention I'm putting into this. Let's look at the energy surrounding single Virgos and the person they are interested in. Okay, Ace of Swords reversed. So there may be awkward communication between the two of you, if any at all. Maybe like very little to no communication. And what little communication there may be kind of awkward and weird, you know? Somebody here really doesn't know how to approach this connection. Magician reversed. Uh-oh. Okay. Eight of Swords. Okay. Yeah, so I am kind of feeling like there is communication. It may just be kind of strange, awkward, back and forth communication that's not really going anywhere. I'm feeling like, okay, so it feels like this person has an idea that you're into them, but they're not 100% sure, so they're playing dumb. They're playing dumb because they don't know, you know? I feel like this is them kind of playing dumb. I think they have this intuitive feeling. I do think that they have this intuitive feeling like, I'm thinking Virgo might be digging me, but I can't really tell. So they're just playing dumb and pretending they don't know. See what I'm saying? I'm feeling like there is potential here. I really feel like if the two of you really actually made this happen, y'all could probably be a power couple, dude. Y'all could probably be a power couple. Okay. Are you afraid of rejection? Is that what it is? Are you afraid of rejection? Somebody here is afraid of rejection, or just afraid of abandonment and wasting their time. Okay. All right. Now I want to see how they feel about you. How does this person feel specifically about Virgo? How does this person specifically feel about Virgo, universe? Okay, the Hangman in the reverse. Hmm. I don't know what to say about that yet. Eight of Cups. Hierophant. Yeah, they're kind of struggling to feel a connection with you, honestly. They're they don't know how to read you. That's the thing. They don't really know how to read you exactly. So, like I said, I feel like they're trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure out exactly how you feel about them, because there's a part of them that kind of thinks that you might be into them, but they're not really sure. So they're just like not going there. And they're kind of struggling to feel a connection. I'm really not seeing that they feel a really intense, overwhelming connection with you. It could be a coworker for some of you. Could be a coworker, but they're doing the best they can to remain as detached from this situation as they can, because they're not 100% sure how you feel. For some of you, it could be your boss. Some of y'all got a crush on your boss. Got a crush on your boss, man? Come on now. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. I do feel like the two of you do have a karmic contract. Unless you are 100% sure that you are a volunteer starseed, and this is your first incarnation, then that would not apply to you. But for those of you who are pretty sure that you are a long-term karmic human, I feel like you do have a karmic contract with this person. Let's see if there's going to be any kind of outcome here. Will there be any kind of outcome? Not if you just wait. If you're waiting on this person to come forward, they're just ignoring this and playing dumb. Playing dumb and ignoring it because they can't really tell exactly how you feel. King of Wands. Whoops. Not looking like much. King of Pentacles, Strength card reversed. It's not looking like there's much of an outcome happening here. Looks like things are pretty much staying the same. Pretty much staying the same. Let's get the advice. What's the best advice? Best advice. 10 of Pentacles, though. Like I said, y'all could be a power couple for real. I think y'all could. Y'all could be a power couple. Especially if it's like another earth sign that you're dealing with. If you're dealing with like another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, y'all could be a power couple, dude. Queen of Cups reversed. So if you're just waiting around for this person to come forward one day and announce that they like you, that's not happening. That's not happening. I think that if you really want to get this ball rolling, it's going to have to be you that initiates contact. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Sonia. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's pretty much going to have to be you that initiates things if you want. Okay. If you do not want to go through all that, you're just afraid of the embarrassment of possibly being rejected, or if you just feel too awkward, and because I'm feeling like for a lot of you, the two of y'all just don't communicate very well. Not really. The two of you just speak two totally different love languages. And if you would just really rather not, because I feel you on that. Like, I personally believe that when I'm supposed to be with somebody, or like if this person that I'm inquiring about is like supposed to be a part of my life, it's going to pretty much happen. I'm not going to have to like force it too much. I'm not saying don't do anything, but you can tell when a person is supposed to be a part of your life, the two of you gravitate towards each other like naturally, you know, very naturally. I've never seen a connection that somebody had to force that ended up successful. I personally never have. All right, now we're looking at the new person. New person. If you're not dealing with or inquiring about a new person, this is not for you. Let's see the energy between Virgo and the new person. We got another super chat. How do you say your name? I don't know how to pronounce that. Something cat. Thank you. Appreciate that super chat. Thank you. All right. That'd be a fun little hobby, wouldn't it? I'm going to give myself the weirdest username I can possibly think of and go super chat YouTubers and watch them struggle trying to pronounce it. I would do that. That's something I would have done when I was younger. Anyway, thank you for the super chat. I'm just messing with you. Anyway, oh man, this is a really intense connection here. This is a really intense connection. You have, okay. Wheel of Fortune and the World card. Lover's card. Some of you may be a little bit skeptical. Like, this is too good to be true. This is too good to be true. Okay. All right. Joke's on me. Okay. When you're going to come out with the hidden cameras and laugh at me? You know, like, there's a part of you I feel like that doesn't really trust this. But for real, I think you all have finally completed all of your karmic cycles or all of your whatever learning experiences. The old cycle that you've been going through is over. It's over. Okay. This is the start of a whole new cycle. This is the start of a whole new cycle, whole new path. Nine of Swords reversed. Okay. You may be a little bit nervous in the beginning, but I'm feeling like the nervousness and the anxiety will start wearing off as you kind of see, whoa, this is the real deal. This is actually the real deal. I'm really honestly feeling like a lot of you, this is your person. You. That's what it looks like to me. It's what it looks like to me. It looks like you done found, because I know there's at least one of you watching that's like, I know this is my person. And it is. I tell people all the time, and it's frustrating when you hear this, but when your person shows up, you will know. And I know everybody gets frustrated when they hear that because they're like, well, I thought I knew the last time and the time before that and the time before that. It's so unlike anything that you could really imagine or anything that you would think of when you think of a romantic connection. I'll tell you my experience. I think it's different for everybody. But to me, when I met my person, I was overwhelmed with that sensation of familiarity. You know that feeling when you meet somebody that you've never met before, but you know you've seen them before? You know that feeling? Like, where do I know you from, dude? I was overwhelmed with that feeling. Overwhelmed when my wife and I met for the first time. We talked for the first time. I was like, I fucking know you. Where have I seen you? You know? So that's just my experience. I'm not saying that it has to be that way for everybody, but yeah. Ooh, okay, so this person that you're currently dealing with is in the middle of a healing process. Okay. They definitely still have some trauma and some wounds they're healing through. For those of you who are at a distance from this person, I feel like they will be willing to bust a big move to make it happen. Okay. They will be willing to bust a big move to make it happen. And that's the thing, man. One of my biggest pet peeves, I see this shit all over social media. I hear this, people say this shit all the time. The right person at the wrong time. No. That's like one of the most arrogant fucking things that you can say. How stupid do you think the universe is? You are not going to meet the right person at the wrong time. Just because you really like them and they really like you doesn't mean it's the right person. See what I'm saying? Because I feel like there's a couple of you who met this person and y'all are at a distance. Y'all are apart from each other. Okay? There's no obstacle that is going to stand in your way. That doesn't mean there won't be obstacles. That means the two of you will overcome any obstacle that's in your way. This person's been going through a pretty rough patch in their life as well. a pretty rough patch in their life. They weren't even looking for anything serious when you showed up. They were not. Yep. See, they had turned their back on it. I feel like this person had just given up on dating and relationships when you showed up. That's when it always happens, dude. That's when it always happens. Chances are, I explain the science behind why that happens that way to a lot of my personal clients. That's not coincidence. That's not coincidence. There is stone cold, rock solid science and quantum physics behind why that happens. Okay. But that just seems to be the way that it happens. As soon as they just get tired of it and they're done with it, okay, you know what? I'm not waiting for somebody to come love me. Done with that shit. I'm just going to go do me and be happy. Bam. That's when you show up. So I feel like y'all might be kind of mirroring each other in a sense to where y'all are both a little bit like, I don't want to say not trusting, but like, is this too good to be true? You know, is this too good to be true? All right, well, let's look at that outcome then. Bum, at the outcome. What's the outcome, at least for August? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So for those of you who came to this reading wondering if you're about to get ghosted, no, you ain't getting ready to get ghosted. Start of a whole new cycle. Start of a whole new cycle. Yep. Karmic cycle complete. Karmic cycle complete. Okay. So things are pretty smooth sailing throughout the month of August, I think. Pretty smooth sailing. You're going to kind of start to realize that this person is not the past person. They're not going to do you the way the past person did. It's going to take you a minute, but I think that's mainly what the month of August is all about. Yeah, I don't see them going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. You might as well get comfortable. I think they're going to be around for a while. Okay. Thank you, SinStar, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let's get the advice now. Let's get the advice. Boom, boom. Best advice for Virgo and the new person. You might want to take your running shoes off. Get comfy. You're going to be here a while. Okay. Open up at your own pace. Be sure communication is like as precise as possible. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Okay. Make sure communication is as precise as possible. And just open up at your own pace. As long as you're open up at your own pace. Do not. And I know it's easy to say this and it's hard to do, but try to refrain from comparing them to the last person that burned you. Okay, try to refrain from that. It's hard, man. It's like we just kind of do that naturally. That's a defense mechanism. That's an ego-based defense mechanism. I mean, it's not a guaranteed deal breaker, but when you do that, you are breathing life into the worst case scenario. Okay? Because yes, the worst case scenario exists out there in the quantum field, but so does the best case scenario. They both exist. You don't have proof that either of them are actually going to happen. So which one are you going to feed more power and energy to? See what I'm saying? Kick your shoes off and get comfy. Be prepared to start a brand new cycle. Don't be casting any of your expectations from anything you've learned in the past onto this person. This is going to be unlike anything you've ever dealt with. It's more than likely going to be unlike anything they've ever dealt with either. This does not mean that there will not be challenges and obstacles. There's a difference, though. See, when the universe brings you somebody that's going to be around for a while, especially your person, it's not that there are no challenges and obstacles. It's that, well, first of all, the common sense shit, you know, like when you're dealing with somebody that you're not supposed to be with for very long, the challenges, obstacles, and issues that you experience are like common sense, you know, like common sense shit. And though, like whether or not you can trust them, okay, you're not going to be confused about whether or not you can trust this person. You're not going to be confused about what their true intentions are with you, and you're not going to be confused about what their feelings are. That's just common sense shit that everybody should think about when they're dealing with somebody. You know, this common sense shit. But the challenges and obstacles that are present are not going to be anything that the two of you can't work together and overcome. Okay? So, like I said, kick your shoes off, get comfy. This person's going to be around for a while. All right? All right. I feel like those were the messages that my Virgo friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this reading here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all the love and the support and the positive feedback you guys show me every single time I get on here and do this. It makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.